Well, back for part two, being that I recorded this and seems I didn't have my mic on, so I need the mic on so everybody can hear me, right? So this discussion was currently about spinal injuries and some of the weird things that happen during recovery and helping use of THC throughout all of this. So I will say this Utilian is very nice. The new model is fantastic. Flavor is superb. Literally can vape all day long. On almost one charge. I do mean all day long. So, last night I finally figured that I was healed because I was walking the day beforehand. I jumped off this hill and basically there's no pain. So I figured, okay, it's the thing now where you like to clean and do all the things that you used to do. So you try and change your sheets. You think that this is easy, but first thing you did was you bought a king size new memory foam bed, right? Supposedly stop all this new back pain and stuff like that. Buy this new aerodynamic chair and all this Herman Miller stuff or whatever. Okay, so now you find some of this stuff works. A lot of it's hype, which is insane. Yeah, I know. And then you start realizing through the doctors and everything, because none of them tell you the correct information right off the bat is what I've learned. They all tend to lie to you because there's money in this, and you, of course, are worth the sum of change at this point in time, depending upon how you've been hurt is what I would say. So, figuring this all out, then you start figuring out that a majority of your pain currently, at least for me in my instance, I'm lucky, was like I literally going to my other doctor, I requested my records. I wanted to see. I got to see my MRI, my freaking x-rays, my everything. And they had just done them. So I saw the fact that the bones were really healed. And perfect as they were. I was like, you have good curvature and all this other stuff. And I'm like, okay, the bones together, are they solid and healed? Yes, they're solid and healed together. So, but I'm still in pain at the time. This is like 6 weeks ago. And I'm like, I'm healed, and why do I have rib pain? See, rib pain. Every time you breathe, you move, you do this. I'm talking stabbing pain. It's insane. Can't cook, can't walk, can't use the bathroom, can't nothing. So, he realigns your spine, chiropractor. And all of a sudden you realize, oh shit, I can move. And it's tender, of course, because you haven't used these other muscles. It's not straight, so the muscles are straight, so they're like, your back is literally a trapeze, and muscles work in kind of the opposite way. So, for instance, if your arm here comes up, there's something pulling it down here, your trapezius, to make your arm extend up. So, when that muscle pulls down a lot of times, you don't realize that it's atrophied because of the fact that you haven't been doing these motions that you were in fact doing beforehand. So now when you're not doing these motions and the muscles are atrophying and dying and you're truly not as mobile as you once were in the past because of the fact that you're at the time hurt, and the muscles are swollen, and so your range of motion is gone because of the swelling at first. So of course, healing takes place, and we have the blessing of Motrin and ibuprofen, right? Which the first thing that they do is they bring down swelling. So it's the main reason that I'm still taking one. It's not for pain, it's solely for the fact that it brings down the swelling. Because the swelling you immediately feel and your range of motion is gone. After you literally, if I do 10 push-ups, which was the first time I was able to do 10 push-ups yesterday after being able to do like a good 50 daily for ages, like now I can do is 10. So I do these 10 push-ups and I'm dying in the middle of it. And basically, I'm surprised that I can do it. There's no pain though. Like, there's a difference of being weak and okay, I can deal with that. But then, no, the pain is what, if you pain, you move, the muscle's not healed. There's something tearing, there's something wrong, is why your body has the response of pain. That's all that is. It's a response telling you, hey, shit, something's wrong. So you can either listen to this or not. If you don't listen to it, the ramifications for that pain will be your own, and it's normally more pain. So I'm not in pain, so I keep going. I stop when I feel the muscles fatigue because they eventually spasm. And what I mean by spasm is anyone that works out knows when your muscle is burnt and feels like a knot. Okay, and it's literally because it's because the lactic acid had built up and broken the muscle fibers. The muscle can no longer contract. Is why. And basically that had gone on, and you should know the feeling, because the moment you feel it, if you continue to work, you're especially at first, the muscle's not used to clearing out the lactic acid. Is what actually has to happen. That's to flush out of the muscle fibers. Okay, and there are ways that we can force this to do this with hot and cold. So you do that, and then you rest and have to give your muscles time to heal them, because you literally just tore all these muscle fibers apart, and now they want to grow back together to be stronger and longer. See, so when they grow back together, that space in between there is replaced with new muscle fiber. Just how they elongated, got bigger and stronger. So you need to feel that pain now. So you go through the pain. I went through it for the first time, and the next day I'm like, okay, I lay down, and of course this itching that's crazy is all over my body. And at first I'm thinking like there's things on me or something. I literally went and bought like Ray bombs today. Sat outside, bombed the house because it felt like stuff was on me. And I'm just like, okay, to make extra sure, I want to make sure. And then after, like in the middle of doing that, you have to pick up your bed and do all this, which is why I'm pulling off the sheets and doing the bed. So basically, in the middle of doing that, I realized that, oh crap, I can pick up this king size bed. And I'm grabbing it, and I'm like, hey, hot damn, okay, I'm moving the bed. So I move the bed down, and then I realize I'm able to wrestle with the bed completely. And my back's okay. And there's no pain. I'm out of shape. I'm sweating my ass off. And it's maybe 150 pounds. I'd say 170 pounds top. I outweigh it currently because I'm currently 195 pounds. So I outweigh the bed finally. So, yeah, no, finally. Cycling weight, I'm normally like 175, 178 tops. So I move it and I'm sweating and I'm like, hey, I'm good though. So I expect tonight for the skin itching to already start, spasms on your back and stuff. And it does. Literally. And in the first video, that's what I was talking about more, because I was sitting there still feeling it. Because you literally feel like either little pricks and needles in the weirdest places. I mean, the tips of your fingers, tips of your toes. Which is when I started realizing, before I'm going to sleep, it's crazy because the tips of your toes, I feel like they have needles in them. And you're like, how does the tip of my toe feel like it? So you look at it, then you of course scratch it and feel it, and so there's nothing there. Though. I mean, I've been looking at my hand and feel like prick. But you're looking at it, so you're like, is this really my nerves? Just it's in your head then. I mean, you're feeling it, but it's not. There's no physical stimuli to cause that response. So why in the world? Instead of, this is why they do this, to check you if you're paralyzed or not, is check the nerves. And basically they do things that we don't realize that they're doing and that they don't tell us. So keep in touch and share. What do your nerves do when your spine's healing? So that, I'll say, have a good day and good night. Oh, stimulus checks are in. Thank you.